It's true. What you guys just saw really happened. I have officially said goodbye to my island of Moonlit. It was a very teary goodbye. There were some tears. I cried, they cried, but we'll see them again soon. Okay. So, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name's Dalia, and I hope you guys are all having an absolutely wonderful day. So we're standing in front of some familiar faces here. We have Timmy and Tommy, and as you guys can tell from my last clip at the beginning of this video, I have officially reset my island. I told you guys in my last video that I was going to be resetting, so here we finally are. I took a couple of days just to kind of get everything sorted, move things between islands, because I do have 2 islands if you were unaware. Move things between islands just to get everything prepared. And yeah, we're officially ready to go. I have reset. I am so excited to start off a new island with you guys. And yeah, so this video is going to be me kind of talking about my ideas for my new island, the debate I had between resetting or flattening my island, and why I chose to ultimately go with flattening. So I will be resetting a few times in this video until I am satisfied with the island layout that I get. So bear with me as I do a couple of resets. I promise I don't go through the whole picking my character look and everything each time. I do show just what the maps look like and then decide from there. So yeah, I hope that you guys do enjoy this video, and if you do, please leave a like and a comment down below letting me know what you think. And if you are new to my channel, I'd love for you guys to just subscribe. It means the absolute world to me to have all of your support. So first things first, what am I looking for with this new island? So my first reason for resetting is that I was really excited to have a new island layout. I'm actually really pleased with the layout I had for Moonlit. I like the distance from the airport, from the plaza, it was big enough. I liked the shapes of the beaches and everything. I was quite satisfied with that layout of that island. But I wanted something different, and I had had that island layout for a very long time, and here is a couple of islands that I quite liked. And the reason I actually chose the one on the top left originally, and this is actually my first reset, so the first layout of islands I got to choose from, and I chose the first one on the top left because it was really far away, the plaza from the airport. And that's one of the things I really wanted for my new island, is to have my plaza very far away. Not like a okay distance, but like really far. As you guys can see, it's like a pretty about middle distance on the map. And then it's also off to the left, which is something I also really wanted, was for my plaza not to be at the center of my map, more towards the left side or the right side of my map. So I was actually really happy when I reset the first time, and these are the layouts that I got for the island, and I was really excited to see what the villagers I was gonna get were, because that's not the biggest thing for me. I don't really care who my starter villagers are, but there are a couple that I don't really want. So, you know, we all have like those opinions. So I do skip over the introduction video, although I love the introduction video. I think they did an amazing job with that little trailer. But other things I really wanted, other than the plaza being really far away, is that I wanted a orange or a yellow airport, which is best fitting for my theme. And although I wasn't really picky with the fruit, this island here had peaches, and I was kind of leaning a little bit more towards either apples or cherries. Although honestly, that wasn't really a deciding factor for me. And unfortunately, the reason I reset this island, I got the orange airport that I wanted, but we also had Rocket. And I'm terrible for doing this, but the second I saw her, I instantly reset. Call me shallow if you want. I'm super sorry. But yeah, we reset for the basic fact that I did not want Rocket as my starter villager. So I had these 4 island layouts as my seconds. Didn't like either of them. They were okay, but none of the airports were further enough away, so we reset for a third time. I was okay and planned to reset as much as I had to. These ones I did not like. Once again, not far enough away from the airport, so we reset once more. And then I had these 4, once again, same problem. I actually kind of liked how close it was, the bottom right one, and I was interested in possibly trying that as my option to have an airport be really close to the plaza. And then I saw this one on the bottom left, and I'm like, okay, this one's like okay, and it is far enough away to the right. I don't know, maybe I should go with it. And I decided, you know what, we'll take a chance, we'll see what we get with the rest of the options, and we'll go from there. And once again, I'm not picky about my starter villagers. Pinky was like a weird exception for me. I got pears for my fruit, which wasn't a big deal for me, but I just wanted to make sure that the airport that I got was either orange or yellow, because if it was any other color, I was going to reset. And unfortunately it was green, which was my airport on my last island. I got Buck and Deirdre, and I love them both so much. Buck is actually the starter villager on my first island, and I loved him, so it was really sad to have to reset. But I went through a couple of other maps and tried to see if I could find one that I liked. And it was really hard. I was being really picky, and then I saw this one that's on the bottom left, and I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe, or maybe the one on the top right. And it took me a little while to decide between the two of them, and I ultimately went with the one that's on the top right. So the only other thing I had that I really wanted was either mums or hyacinths as my starter flower, and I know that's not a big deal because you can change your flowers, and that's really not that big of a concern, but I have had pansies and windflowers as my starter flowers on every island I've created so far, so I really wanted a different starter. So I had Canberra and Buck. Suddenly we had Buck again, which is such a shocker, what like a random stroke of luck. Canberra is not my absolute favorite, but she's fine. So I said quickly hello to both of them, and then before heading off to the plaza, I quickly raced off to hopefully see what flowers I had, because this was going to be the deciding factor for me whether or not I stayed. I saw the windflowers, and in like a fear of dread, I automatically had to restart. I said goodbye to Buck for the second time. Pray to God I'd see him again, because I love Buck, as I've said, and went through a couple more. Yeah, so those are the options that I wanted for my new island. I want a faraway airport, I want a orange or yellow airport, and I really want hyacinths or mums. Those are my main things. I went through probably like 10 to 12 resets until I picked this island, and I was hoping I wouldn't have to reset again. So the reason I chose to reset over just flattening is I honestly loved my island, I loved my villagers, but I was really tired of the island layout. I wanted a new start. I wanted a completely fresh start from the beginning feeling of the game, which is one of my absolute favorite aspects of Animal Crossing New Horizons. And I also really wanted the opportunity to play just with a whole new set of everything, whole new set of villagers. I wanted to maintain my original villagers and my original DA without having to worry about resetting it again and losing it. So ultimately I reset for that reason. So here I am rushing off to see what the flowers are. We got a faraway airport, we got an orange airport, so I just hope that we see hyacinths, or oh my gosh, we got hyacinths, guys. We got hyacinths. So this is the island we are officially staying on. I did not have to reset as much as I thought I would have to. Honestly, 10, I think it was like 11 or 12. I will put the actual number on the screen when I go back to count them through. But yeah, we got hyacinths, and I'm shocked, I'm happy, I'm overwhelmed. I put this picture of the hyacinth zoomed up on the screen for a very long time, and I'm pretty sure you're all like, when is she going to cut to the new the new scene. So I quickly rushed through all the dialogue with the villagers. I have Hammy and Agnes, which if you know from my last island, Agnes was my starter villager on my island of Moonlit. So she was one of my starters. It was her and Rolled. So I just quickly said hi to Hamlet and Agnes, set up their tents on the beach, because of course you've got to set up the tents on the beach. Where else are you going to put them? You had to make sure they're out of the way for decorating. And yeah, can we talk about for a second how absolutely adorable the starter tents are for the starter villagers, especially the Sisterly's tent. The little orange tent is just absolutely adorable, and I wish that was an option for our own tents, but unfortunately they're not. So next reason why I reset is that I wanted a new island name. Moonlit is a name that I actually really loved, and one of the reasons I reset my island from my first island is because I wanted to rename my island Moonlit. And I love that island name, but after having it for over a year, because I did reset my first island to Moonlit back in, I think it was June of 2020. Now I've had that island for well over a year. I had not grown tired of the name, but I wanted to start a new island with a fresh name. If we could restart islands or flatten and change our island names, I would not have reset. Honestly, I think that was my biggest thing, is I really wanted a new island name, and I wanted an island name that was a little bit more like a reflection of the theme that I have chosen for this island, which is something I'm about to talk about, I promise you. So if you guys actually follow my social media, if you follow me on Twitter, or if you follow me even on Instagram, I've hinted at it as well. I have wanted to make a particular island theme that has grown very popular among the Animal Crossing community as of late, and that is an autumn themed island. So an island set in autumn, and I'm also going to have like Halloween and very like small town rustic elements as well. But overall, this island is going to be a very fall theme, autumn core island. So for that, I thought it would be perfect to name my island something that I love, which is Coffee Bean. I don't love coffee beans, I love coffee. More specifically, I love iced coffee. If you follow me on Twitter, you have seen my endless pictures of my iced coffee, my daily iced coffee. So yeah, I thought, what's better for like a cozy and warm and rustic island than Coffee Bean? I have wanted to name an island this for a really long time, and ultimately I decided, like, you know what, for this autumn themed island, what is more perfect than calling it Coffee Bean? I think it's such a cute name, fits perfectly. I got exactly 10 character letters in there. Everyone else in the island seems to love it as well. So with that said, we officially have everything for this island done. Oh my goodness, like all the layout and setup all done. All the layout and setup? Okay, I'm just rambling, but yeah, I've officially reset, and this is my new island. My new autumn-inspired, very cozy, rustic... I could just say, like, random descriptive words, but yeah, that's ultimately the whole thing. I will, of course, be doing some daily videos as we kind of get the rhythm going. I am so excited to start decorating this island, so I will be popping out daily videos probably every day or every other day as I get everything prepared to get to 3 stars. I am hoping to kind of rush the beginning just to get to 3 stars so that we can start decorating, because although I love the beginning start of this game and I love the slow pace of it and everything, I'm just so excited to start decorating that I don't want to have to wait a few weeks before we can start. We're about to start fall here where I live, as most people in the Northern Hemisphere are experiencing, so I just want to, like, decorate the island in the time is fit. So after saying a quick goodbye to everyone in the plaza who are celebrating, I just quickly set up my little tent here, which I always think is so cute. Such a perfect start to this game. I think the beginning of this game is just so sweet and so nostalgic for me because it reminds me of like the first Animal Crossing game. After that, we woke up and quickly talked to Tom Nook because for some reason he's just like hanging outside our tent. And yeah, that about wraps up this video. I am so excited for this new island. I have 2 islands going at once. When I started decorating my other island that I currently have of driftwood, I was almost finished my spring core island, so it's really interesting that I basically have 2 islands that are almost at the same point. Obviously, I've already started decorating driftwood and everything, but I feel like I'll catch up pretty quickly with this island, and then I'll be decorating them side by side. So we're gonna have like a summer island and a fall island at once, which is gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, I have tons of ideas for this island that I'm so excited to share with you guys. And if you haven't seen my previous video, I did do a tour of my Springcore Island, and also I have a dream address. I will make sure to leave the dream address for my Springcore Island in the description below if you guys would like to check it out, as well as the link to my previous video if you would like to check that out as well. And if you happen to visit my dream address, please do not hesitate to take pictures and tag me on Twitter or Instagram, because so far people have been sending me photos and it's just making me so happy to see people on my island. It's just so cute seeing people check it out. Oh my gosh. Alright, so that officially wraps up today's video. We will start fresh doing a Nook Mile grind in the next video to get to 5k Nook Miles. So that wraps up everything. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment down below letting me know what you think. Are you guys excited for this island? Are you decorating an Autumn Core Island too? Please let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe. It would mean the world to me. So that's everything for today. I hope you guys all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. And one final goodbye from my villagers of Moonlit.